Hey guys, it's Tisa and I am back with another layout. This one is for Confessions of a Paper Addict and it's a cut file shop on Etsy. I will leave a link below, and we are featuring cut files from the release this month, Ocean Week. I'm going to be using that octopus, and I'm going to be making a kind of half of a shaker. So I'm going to use some acetate, which is actually, I use transparency. I bought a big box of it from Amazon, and it goes a very long way. And I'm going to put some craft foam all around those legs and then fill them with sequins, and make the legs will be the shaker element of this cut file. I love how it's going to turn out. And then what I'm going to be doing for papers is I have that sheet which is the yellow and pink, and I think that might be from the Sunny Days collection. And then a little strip I'll be using from Horizon, and then a paper from my stash. So this is going to be a really, really simple layout. Once I get the shaker put together, I'm going to be doing very minimal embellishing like I usually say here. So you can see I'm cutting out the transparency, and I'm not going to make you watch all of this. But that's the first step in making the shaker pocket. Now, I knew I wasn't going to put shakers or sequins in the head of the octopus, but I did use the transparency on the whole thing because I just thought it would be easier. So then I'm going to get out my craft foam, and I'm going to cut it into very thin strips, and I'm just going to curve it all the way around all the little tentacles. And what I did is I used a pink craft foam. That way, if I wasn't super precise on my cutting, it really wouldn't be an eyesore, because all you would see is the pink, which is, you know, part of the color scheme that I'm going with. So once I get all of that done, I'm going to go ahead and start adding the sequins, like I said, and then it's going to come together super, super quick after that. I'm going to be scrapbooking still some photos from my honeymoon, which was 23 years ago or so, and this is this is actually me scuba diving. And the story I'm going to tell of this is my husband and I were scuba diving, and you know, you can't talk to each other, but I was like screaming, going through my regulator, and all the bubbles were going crazy, and I was pointing, and it freaked my husband out. He thought there was some big shark or something scary or something, you know, behind him, because I was kind of behind him and pointing and screaming. But I was so excited because I saw a little baby octopus, and it was so cute, and he just about wanted to strangle me at that moment, because here he is, his heart is racing, thinking that there's something near him that he needs to get away from, and it was just this cute little octopus. So I really wanted to document that story. I did not have a picture of the octopus, but I thought that this cut file would be perfect to be able to tell the story. And then when you see my finished layout, I do not have my journaling, but I am going to probably type it out onto strips and put it right underneath the title. But I didn't, I usually don't do my journaling right away. I usually will come back to it a little bit later. So here you can see I'm putting in all of my sequins, and then I'm just taking my art glitter glue, and I'm going all along those edges, and I'm doing one section at a time as far as the gluing goes. So I do a couple of the tentacles, then I'm just going to put down a white cardstock to glue it, and it'll come together really quickly. I shouldn't say that. It really wasn't really quickly, but on film it's going to look like it's coming together quickly. It did take me a little bit of time to, you know, just put the foam on and add the sequins. You know, sequins, they can pop around and make a mess. And in fact, one of the tentacles I was really kind of frustrated with because I kind of bumped it and lost a bunch of the sequins, and I was getting so frustrated that I ended up just leaving it. And you'll see, I don't know if you'll see in the close-ups or not, but one of them's a little bit bare, has a little bit less sequins than the rest, but that's okay. So I've gotten the whole thing backed, and now I'm going to go ahead and start with my 12 by 12 paper, and here it is. And that is the sheet from, oh, yeah, that's right. I put down the light blue, which is the back of that other sheet that I used from the Horizon collection. And then that paper is really old from my stash. And the reason why I brought that in is because that had the colors from the photo. Because right now, I really don't have any of that kind of bright blue that the photos will show. And so by bringing in that blue little bit of a wave paper, I felt like it really made it feel like the photos fit into that layout. And I like how that really worked out. Now I'm going to end up using some embellishments from, oh my goodness, it is, what collection is that? It's a pink haze, no, it's crepe paper. Oasis maybe is one of the collections that I used. And I'm going to put kind of two little titles. One of them is going to be up at the top left corner, and then one of them is going to be kind of below it in the bottom left corner. So here I am, just getting it all glued down. And then for the octopus, I'm not sure if I showed this yet, but I end up using some pink tissue paper for the head of the octopus. And I really like how that looks. And by the way, the octopus does come with eyes. And I did cut out the eyes, but when I was kind of playing around with this layout, you might see it here for a bit. I kind of felt like it was made it a little bit more juvenile, which would be perfect for like beach pictures for kids or whatever. But so I decided to go without the eyes. So let's see, now I'm putting the tape here. I'm gonna get ready and get that glued down. I backed my photo in just a couple of the 6x8 papers, just kind of layered those up, and not too many layers. And then the octopus is going to go down in the bottom right hand corner once I get all of this glue off. So anyway, I hope you will go check out the shop. It is so awesome. She does so many cut files. The design team is going to be featuring many of them this week. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Also, she has a Facebook group, Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook, and you can go onto that Facebook group and see lots of inspiration from lots of different people. Post your layouts. We would love to see what you're creating with the cut files. And also, Virginia does give out free cut files on that Facebook page as well. So you'll definitely want to go over there and join that group. And like I said, it's a bunch of great ladies. Everybody's so positive, and never be afraid of putting your stuff out there, because that's what this is all about, is just creating, learning from each other, and supporting each other. So I'm trying to decide what to do in that top left corner. I was thinking about that camera sticker. It's just too big. I was thinking about putting some of those frond leaves. They were just way too big. And I'm going to decide to layer up a couple of these labels. One is pink and white and one is blue, like a blue and white. And I'm going to put a little kind of cluster up there with somewhat of a subtitle, I guess. It's going to say Wild at Heart. I'm going to put wild on those labels, and then at heart is going to go onto that empty space in the photo. And I really like how that looks, and bringing that black in was important because my title is going to be, I'm going to be using black thickers. So here I am placing those stickers, and that's just from that sticker sheet from, I don't think this is from the maybe Wild at Heart collection. It's a tropical collection from Crate Paper, I believe. And I've been kind of using this whole collection for my honeymoon photos, and I've really liked how, you know, this whole book is turning out. I'm not going to overly embellish that top area. I am going to find a smaller like frond piece, which is from that collection that I picked up at Tuesday Morning. It was glued onto a paper clip, and I ended up taking all of the little pieces off of the paper clip. And first I'm thinking I'm going to put that pink heart there, but I realize I've got the green kind of leafy chipboard pieces behind the octopus, and I wanted to make sure I carried up some green to that top left corner as well. I'm just trying to get that to all lay down right under the octopus, and still trying to figure out what green element I'm going to bring up there to the left. Now you will see me, I keep putting this yellow sticker right there on the octopus in this really weird spot, but that's where I was kind of unhappy with what the sequins looked like, and I was trying to figure out a way to cover it up. In the end, I just let it go because anything over there just would have looked awkward. So I end up moving that yellow sticker over to the right, and I layer it up on that right side of the octopus. And the one yellow sticker says see the world, and then I use two puffy stickers. One says absolutely, and the green one says wild and free. And I just love that has, you know, the pink, some yellow, and the green all in that one little section. I love how that turned out. So I'm working on my title, which I really was not sure what to do, but in the end, I'm just going to title it Look, Look with exclamation points. And I think once reading the title, seeing the octopus die cut, it's going to start to tell the story for me, and then my journaling, I can fill in those details. When I finish up with this layout, all I'm going to do is some sprinkling with some enamel dots that were in my stash, and I did also add some enamel dots on top of the cut file where you see those round circular areas that were in the tentacles. I put some blue and white kind of sparkly, enamel dots in those areas on the octopus as well. And so I'm going to use some more of those enamel dots to the left of the title, and then I'm going to add a little bit of sprinkling up to the embellishment cluster to the top left. So if you have any questions about anything about my layout, how to create a shaker pocket, you know, all of those things. Oh, by the way, the sequins, I used a mix from spegeilmom scraps. The colors in it were perfect with the pink and blue, and I feel like that just worked out really well as well. But if you have any questions, definitely leave your questions below in the comments. I try to get back to you as soon as possible. And if you aren't already subscribed, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel and come back and see more. press that bell button for notifications when I put up a new video. Just a minute there, you saw me put the eyes down, and they are super cute. Virginia did an amazing job on those. But like I said, I love them, but then I kind of felt like it made it appear a little bit more juvenile, so I ended up not using those. And here go the sequin or the enamel dots, and that will finish everything up. I'm so glad you guys stopped by to watch the video. Please go check out the shop. She's got so many beautiful, amazing cut files. I know you will find something that you will love, and you will be able to use them on any of your die cutting machines. But yeah, I hope you have a great night, and I hope you'll come back to see me again. Bye guys.